Greetings, adventurer. You will notice that even though this is the first episode, it will begin with a recap. And that's because we did such an amazing first episode that we simply couldn't publish it. Too high of expectations, you know. Don't worry though, we start you off with a recap and we'll introduce ourselves. Thanks for joining the crew.
I'm Zach. I'm the general manager, the GM of this podcast. I homebrewed this campaign setting and world, and I give these lovable goofs something to do as they progress, hopefully long form from where they are right now, level 1, to level 20, where they are saving all of people kind.
Hi, I'm Becca. I am playing Mira and Undine Druid, and companion buddy is a Mokili Membe, and we'll see who that is. But I am absolutely representing all the Pathfinder noobs, because this is going to be my very first time actually playing, and I'm very scared, so happy to be here.
Well, I guess I'll go next. I think that was the order. This is my third time playing, so I obviously am an expert. Hi, my name is Jacob Pelgry, and today I'll be playing Temperance Makepeace, a tiefling living grimoire inquisitor. And I'd just like to let everyone know that besides oxygen, you need Abadar. Even more.
That is a great segue. I agree. My name is Roy Donk. You may know me as Godfucker. Maybe you don't. But you will. You will. I'm a gnomish barbarian. And this is Pancake. She will be role-playing the part of Shirley, the dare raccoon, who's probably stoned. Don't do drugs.
Or do drugs. Hi, I'm Nataliy. I'm playing Effa, an Oozmorph changeling. And I just want all of you to know that winners get oozed.
Hi, I'm Marigold Westfoot. I'm a halfling rogue with pirate leanings and a mysterious past. I've been cursed by the god Abadar to be lawful good if I fail some rolls. And it's really hard because I was in the middle of stealing a lot of cool shit and then I had to put it away.
He does like to make things hard.
Oh.
All right. Last time on Unnamed Podcast. This
Insert title here.
insert title. Last time we had a lot of fun. Okay, we did a lot of things. We saw a lot of things. So we started off with most of the gang in prison, and Temperance was on his way there to hear confessions. And as Temperance was doing his designated duty, and everyone else was in jail, dragons attacked the town where you were. Let me just pull that up here on the old map. So we were up here on Stringero. That's where we started off. And then we're today going to find ourselves down here in Bottlegover. And we are heading to Bottlegover because once the dragons attacked, you guys were able to, the gang was able to flee down from the prison and find a way into the sewers. And in the sewers, they discovered several things. An ancient secret, something driving them toward an island out here. Way out here. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's over. No, it's not. It's over here. I don't know my own map. What are directions? Over to this island. Way over here. But to get there, they need a ship. And so, already needing to go to Bottlegover, as it is the closest port, as they were about to escape the sewers, they were surprised by a dragon, and were all able to escape, except for one of them, Sen, who was squished into juice. Luckily,
Not allowed to come back and play with us either.
actually, they are fired now. That Sen is now only resides. The only thing left of Sen is one single hand that is currently being held by Effa. And so, knowing something about magic, they know that using a hand, you can bring someone back from the dead. But time is limited. And so we're going to head to Bottlegover again for a second reason, and then they needed to loot a church to get papers so that Temperance would have the freedom to leave the town and not be questioned on the road. Temperance already turning into a bad little boy. Yeah. I mean, sorry, very good little boy. And they sent in the resident thief, Marigold, and as she was cleaning the place up, happened to put on a little necklace that transported her immediately into the presence of Abadar, and Abadar asked her if she would swear to him, and she said yes. She was lying, but Abadar took that as literal, and unfortunately failed a will save, and her alignment was temporarily changed to lawful good, which doesn't work great for thieves. So that's where we find ourselves. Temperance has already made inroads into the bad boy community. He intimidated a fellow paladin of Abadar as they were caught outside the church. Effa is frequently gooing it up and doing a great job at gooing it up.
Hey,
Roy is well known. Many people know this. Many people do know this, actually, as having had sexual intimacy with Abadar. And in fact, I think it is canon that when Marigold went up to heaven and saw Abadar, he was cyber stalking Roy on his phone.
It's flattering, but like, God,
It was so long ago.
We both changed.
Get over it.
Yeah,
We're different people now. Canonically, I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Fair.
It was so anyway. So and then we will today introduce some new characters as we get down to Bottlegover. But first, so the question is, all of you are now kind of with a lot of other people fleeing Sringero. It is a burned husk left damaged by the dragon attack, and many people are heading down the road to either Bearwood or Bottlegover to seek shelter or escape. There's a lot of fear, a lot of panic. So you guys also have a little bit of a secret. So right now, it's night. You haven't slept yet. What are we doing? It seems like a lot of people are already leaving. Do you guys want to take a rest, or do you want to leave with the column?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
No.
Well, that was the question. So, I don't remember what's bringing us to that island. I think because it might not be important to Marigold, but can you remind me?
Yes.
I got a feeling.
Right. So when you guys were in the prison, you had there was a jail keeper, and then basically you had like a helper. And when the dragons attacked, suddenly you looked over, and the helper was not this decrepit old man. It was a person
11,
with long platinum blonde hair in a tight braid. Their sword dagger had 11 on it, and their sword blade had the number 11 on it. And they basically said, "Sorry guys, this is the way it has to be," and they left. So when you were down in the sewers, you found the guy that they were impersonating, the prison guard. He had his throat cut, and it seems like he also was not everything he had presented himself as being, and was in fact an agent of the state. So let's see. There was a map of the world, in the sewers, you had gone like below the sewers to what was an old temple of the trickster. And in the temple of the trickster, there was a lot of kind of mosaics all over the place. And in the room where you found him, there was a large mosaic that was a map of the known world, and it had seemingly fresh paint smeared all over it, except for a portion, which is the island that we were looking at, Ladoia. And it seems like this person had been writing a lot of notes, but 11 had burned most of those notes. And you found like were able to read some bits of parchment, and it seems like Ladoia is where they were going. It seems like, so a little bit of the world. You guys are currently in the Dalman Theocracy. The Dalman Theocracy seems like it is looking for something, some kind of ancient weapon. And it seems like 11 is from not Dalman, and so is trying to counteract that strategy and
Now,
plot.
is not Dolman in the Upside Down?
Yeah, it's a reverse Dalman.
The person that 11 killed as well, didn't we find evidence that they're from the Dwarven Kingdom?
Yes. Yeah, so it seems like maybe Dalman and Groom
Different
Kahazred
factions.
are working together, which would be a surprise.
But in any case, there's some sort of weapon that different powerful people want.
Something's up.
But we want to...
Wait, are you saying there's something valuable?
There's something valuable, for sure.
Or on the other side of my coin, oh, could I help the greater good?
Yeah.
Peace is always valuable, Marigold.
Peace is always
Why-
valuable.
Why does your face look like
What
that?
are you, fucking...
Wow,
priest?
Temperance is a capitalist?
You don't know anything about my
Temperance
ideas.
is
I thought
filled
we
with
were
platitudes.
friends.
Well, that doesn't mean I shared everything with you.
Platitudes.
I guess we only get to talk for it.
But yeah, no, they called them gratitudes in the daycare that I stayed until I was almost 60 years old.
Okay, so again, we find ourselves, the column is kind of leaving town. So what are we doing? We who are in String Row.
I'm addressing Effa, and Effa, could you please stop trying to wave the hand at everyone? We only barely got away last time, and I can't make everyone do what I say. So just maybe less. Maybe is there a way you can conceal it? Okay. We're gonna have to work on figuring out what you mean when you talk like that.
Roll me another Constitution save. I think it's time.
Alrighty. Let's do this.
Let's see if you can reform your shape.
Ow! That's 6.
You remain very gooey and very blubbery.
Oh, I'm wrong. Actually, it's a 4. So
That's
even more
better,
blubbery.
actually.
You remain even more blubbery.
They seem more fluid than before.
And I apologize for not remembering this. I have written down that we still have 2 writs of passage from the Cleric of Stringrow and 1 clerical blessing, which I don't remember what that is. That's not stuff that Marigold put back, is it?
Well, someone stole it for me.
Someone else had to go in and grab it, I think.
We stole Marigold.
Or maybe Marigold
From the
was
church.
I think Marigold is actually able to reason for the writs of passage, but not for the wealth.
It's so easy to lie to oneself.
I
isn't
mean, we should probably go with the rest of the people so we can protect them if something comes up.
You hate yourself for saying it. You're like, oh, your like rogue reflexes are like, no.
I start glooping towards the nearest cart,
Okay,
leaving a snail trail behind.
that's right. I did actually immediately forget that's canon. You could have left it off, and I would have forgotten immediately. Yeah, it
I
is
would've
canon
forgotten.
now that Effa leaves behind a snail trail wherever they go. Shlurp, shlurp. In fact, with a roll of 4, it's not even a snail trail. It's almost like leaving behind herself. Like it's just a thick, wet trail of slime.
Slip and slide.
Damn, that's hot.
Slip inside.
Ooh, I do like slip and slides.
So you head toward a cart, even or odd.
Even.
So yeah, for players that haven't, players and people that are listening, we have a homebrew rule. I have an even or odd die, and for things that I haven't decided, to keep it fair, to let the dice decide, I roll the die, and if you say what is on the die, whatever you want is what happens, and then if you don't say it, it's my choice, or if you get it wrong, it's my choice. So what did you say? Sorry.
Even.
So it's my choice. So you are able to find some carts, but they're all being used. You'd have to take them. Every cart in the city is currently being filled with people's possessions and rolling out.
Possessions. Can I squeeze in between some possessions, or perhaps around some possessions?
Yeah. Roll me a stealth.
Alrighty.
With take 3 from that because you're snail trail.
Does the hand fall out like the T-1000 trying to fit through the prison bars?
Yeah, it's you try and glorp in, but the hand just.
That's 11.
All right, let's roll a standard moron's perception.
How terrified are the children?
Well, standard morons actually see real good. They're like, "Hey, what's that? There's something in my cart."
Ooh.
I'm gonna run over.
Okay.
Oh, hello. Is there a problem here?
Yeah, what is that? Those aren't normal. Those are bad.
Oh, that's just my friend Effa. They're great.
You are friends with an ooze.
Yes.
You're Effa. Do you still have the hand?
Yes.
That ooze has a hand inside of it.
That's our friend's hand. We need to get our friend what's the word? Reinvigorated.
Reanimated.
Reincarnated?
Oh, okay. Yeah, roll a persuasion. Effa, so good.
Is there a persuasion, or are we talking diplomacy?
Diplomacy, sorry.
What's 7 plus 6? 13.
Okay.
Unlucky.
Okay, just don't get in my card. No, thanks.
Effa, come on. We'll walk. Well, I'm sorry. We'll travel together.
I dropped the hand out of the cart, and then I very sadly drip through the cracks onto the ground below the cart, and then pick the hand back up.
Oh, that is unsettling. I don't like that.
You get used to it. I assume we're gonna be traveling together.
No, I don't. I'm gonna be in the column. I don't want you traveling with me.
Well, we'll all be in the column. I'm sure we'll all be great friends, and
Right.
the light of Abadar will guide us.
Okay. Anyway, and he goes over with another group and buries himself in another group of people. There's keeps looking back at you
I gloop back towards our group.
I'm noticeably looking into the cart like I want to steal, but well.
Yeah, so we're traveling with a column then, everyone? Yeah, someone is gonna need to stealth Effa, because if it hasn't been clear, it is not normal for an ooze to be traveling with people.
Effa, can you fit
I'll-
in my backpack?
Wait, I can stealth you. What if we wear a big trench coat, and then we'll just look like a slightly taller, wet, elite figure. This checks out.
Effa, would it be acceptable if I mopped you up with my cloak?
If I mopped you up.
I understand that that's boundaries. All right, we'll wait till we're better friends, maybe.
Okay.
It's just that where I come from, I mop up a lot of things. I'm pretty good at it. So
Maybe we should
I rolled
stay
a
behind
stealth
then.
check, girl.
You rolled a what? Sorry?
I've got I rolled 16 plus 3, so 19.
For stealth, for having Effa?
For stealthing Effa into
Okay.
my trench coat.
Very good.
A little bit of Effa in each pocket.
A little bit of Effa on mine. Yeah, you look a little. You're like you're pretty well built, and then like you just look a little thicker. All of a sudden,
Nice.
Hey.
Right.
Effa's
You know
like
what?
muscles. She's like giving you like the cartoon big bulge muscles.
Awesome.
Or they're giving you the cartoon big bulge muscles.
Man.
Perfect.
All right, Abadar, I see it.
Oh,
that's
I've changed so much.
Effa
Okay,
is giving you the perfect like sculpted abs and pectorals.
I took a couple pictures for my Instagram.
So good. So as you guys head off with the column
Oh, hashtag
of
bless.
hashtag bless. Hashtag
blessed,
wake up and grind.
hashtag single life. Yep.
So,
I don't like any of this.
you get like a like on a photo from like 3 years ago, and it's from Abadar.
It's 3 a.m.
You get a like suddenly, and then it goes away. Like he.
I got a notification, but then it vanished.
Anyway, so as the column is marching off and making camp for the night, we go suddenly to a dark and secluded wood. There is a perfectly circular and smooth glass lake, and on that lake is a little hut. And in front of that hut, preparing goods and bags or whatever to like go into town, we meet someone. Now we hear you.
So the whole column of like refugees is moving past currently, right? Since we're with them.
Well, no. So this is far and away.
There's a cut.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kind of like a cutscene, and you just like
This is a
zoom
cutscene.
in,
I skip all the cutscenes.
and you see a adult, Undine. She has kind of a pearlescent green-blue skin, kind of fin-like ears, and almost seaweed-like hair. She is clearly adept in the druid lifestyle, but also seems to be taking direction from her teacher, who is beside her and kind of instructing her in the path.
Across the clearing, close to the cabin, we see your mentor. They appear to be like in their late 30s, but you know them to be much older than that. Human woman in their late, what appears to be their late 30s. Mira, have you prepared the goods to bring into town?
Almost working on it.
What
What exactly am I supposed to be doing when I'm there?
Well, I assume there will be many people in town for the Convergence Festival, of course. We have 3 days until the 3-moon convergence. A lot of magic, a time for a young druid to prove themselves, perhaps.
Well, we'll see what comes. I'm not necessarily bent on anything in any direction, but I'm ready to be out there. I'm ready to explore.
Yeah, let's see. Of course, your benefactor, Mother Gorma, is well known as a wise woman in town. She sells, things that grow in the woods, a lot of mushrooms, a lot of various like herbal remedies, as well as of the magical kind. and she's kind of known as like a protector of the forest. She's been here for a long time, and you were able to seek her out for her mentorship and instruction. So this like cool crystal pool that is in the woods is the moon pond, and there's a river that kind of like flows down towards the town and empties out into the bay. So typically, how would you get into town? Do you kind of like have almost like a raft that you would put the goods on and then kind of like bring behind you as you swim, or do you have like a normal cart that you just like wheel into town?
I would probably attach everything in a kind of like a floating raft, and Pickles and I would traverse into town.
And introduce us to Pickles.
Oh, Pickles. Pickles is a handsome lad, intelligent, you know, as one can be. Pickles. I actually do a little whistle, and we see like this very large, almost turtle-like head start to poke out of the water. But as it continues to come up, it's on a very long neck, and an almost pachyderm style body comes out of the water. Kind of shades of mossy green and mottled driftwood coloring. If you have ever heard of the tales of the Loch Ness, that is reminiscent to Pickles, my sweet friend. We've been buddies for a while. He's not my pet; he's my friend.
Pickles rises up out of the crystal clear lake, chomping on some freshly devoured fish. I'm assuming a meat eater, but it might not be.
Pickles is actually a vegetarian. He was just playing with the fish, and he spit them out back into the water.
He loves playing with fish, that Pickles.
And they love it too.
They're big fans. They're all swimming around him. It's a very, it's very fun in the lake.
Got me again, Pickles.
Got me again. Pickles rises up, gives some kind of a deep, kind of like guttural clicking, which is still like very like booming even outside of the water, but is a very different effect inside the water. So is Pickles like, I don't know too much about this animal that you chose. Is this like amphibian? You can be in both?
Actually both, yeah. Very similar to myself. It's how we met. I was out exploring and came across Pickles, and sometimes you meet someone and you know that it's true, and so Pickles and I came to be friends. Yeah, so he traverses water as well as land.
Very cool. And very rare. Not many are left.
Much like the Undine themselves.
Much like the Undine. Another bond between Pickles and Mira. So as we leave kind of this idyllic forest scene in the dark wood, we go back to a slow-moving column as it progresses through the town of Bearwood. By this point, it's been a day, so I'm going to need some re-rolls. So from Marigold, I would like a quick roll of the will save, please.
God damn it, yes. Come on. Oh. So two.
A 1. Perfect. So you are lawful good today. You are really feeling Abadar's presence, which you realize has given you a boon. Roll a d4.
Oh.
D4 is the worst one to roll. It doesn't actually roll.
Yeah.
3.
So you today once can use the spell Stone Shape.
Hey.
To shape stone?
Yeah.
Whittle it into a 20-sided dice.
Die.
Yeah.
Yes. Dice is plural.
And this is something we're going to have to get straight.
the only thing that will be straight
Go
in this
into a
podcast.
pair of 27 dice. There.
Yeah, so you can use the spell Stone Shape, and every day where you feel the connection to Abadar, you'll roll a d4, and so what it is basically like a 1 is a first level cleric spell, a 2 is a second level, 3 is a third, and 4 is a fourth. So the higher you roll, the higher spell you can. So anytime you
By
roll
the
a
way,
3,
I just want everyone to know, if anyone meets another fucking pirate and tells them about this, I'm gonna be so mad. Just
I can't say you're dead because I love Abadar right now, but you won't live.
yeah.
I don't run into a lot of pirates who want to tell.
By the way,
someone
I'm
in
also
the church
dressed like a pirate, which
that they're a pirate.
historically speaking just means I'm dressed pretty well, but like, you know.
Do you have the? Did we talk about this last pod? I don't remember. Do you have the Pirates brand?
Oh, is that a thing?
That is a thing.
What are the details
Daemon,
behind getting one?
You're caught doing piracy by the Daemon Theocracy.
Yeah. Ooh, and it's like visible?
Yeah, it's a brand somewhere.
Oh, so does she get to pick?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
open to.
I could be like
I'm open-
Paladin and get it on.
If you want the Pirates brand on your forehead, life will be very tough.
Tramp stamp.
Normally it's like a wrist thing, but you might have gotten it like on your upper arm or maybe somewhere else.
Yeah, I suppose I do.
Too high.
Do you ever show up in
yeah,
port and then
just
they
wrist,
pull up
you
your
know.
wrist and they're like,
So
"Gotta
the
run into
wise
East India
pirate,
Trading Company, did we?
yeah, the wise pirate keeps that hidden in Dolmen. So how are you hiding the Pirates brand?
Some floofy long sleeves, you know?
Of course. Okay.
Okay.
You
So-
just like keep fiddling with like your sleeves, pulling them down, and people just think you're like one of those people who just like has to have the sleeves exactly at the like they ride up and it's like irritating, but you're really just like, I don't want to go to jail. So and then I need a Constitution save from Effa.
Hey, guess what?
Oh, actually, you
Natural
don't.
20.
What was that?
No, nothing. What are you gonna say?
You don't need one because you're starting the day.
But
We'll say
she
we
got
can
a
bank
nat
it, right?
20.
a nat 20. Okay, so you can hold your shape all day.
Yay!
God.
So something
Oh my
something else we do on this podcast that's a little different. So standard Pathfinder rules are 1s and 20s for like skill checks and saves are not automatically passes or failures. That's only for like rolling to attack. But here we do the heroic system, which I'm sure I didn't design. But basically, it's just if you roll a 1 at any time,
Well,
that's a failure. If you roll a 20 for any roll, that is a total success for whatever you were trying to do. So there is that. So you are holding your shape all day, if that is your desire.
Do I revert to human shape playing Twister with Roy?
Yeah, so you're like Roy's perfect. He's currently like taking pictures like in the bathroom. And then you just like glorp off of him and like turn into a person on the floor.
you're like the arms and legs wrapped around.
Oh,
Do
sorry,
you,
Roy.
Do you
It
have
goes
the
from
same
being
face?
hot to very hot.
Do you have the same face that you did when I met you, or have you changed? Because you can take like any face you want, right?
I've just spent so much time with Roy in the past 24 hours. I kind of look like Roy.
You're welcome.
Oops, all Roy's. Slowly but surely.
Show title pending.
All right, so I'm off-brand Roy today.
Yeah, you're like Walmart, Roy.
And I stuff Sen's hand into my pocket. I'm wearing some peasant's garb. You know, made of my own goop.
Made of my own goop.
So a second Roy just like falls off of Roy.
It happened.
Is that a okay? Oh, that's Effa. Okay, right? Is that Effa? What?
Effa?
Yeah,
You're poking with
no,
a stick?
yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah, and
sorry,
you can
I'm
talk
Effa.
this whole time.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can talk when I'm like, imitating y'all.
Oh.
You're like, glorp, glorp. I spit out a little goop. Yeah, I can talk.
Wait, let me just, sorry. I regurgitate it sometimes.
Is Sen's hand still inside you? Or
Oh, no. Well, I mean,
It's in a pocket.
technically the pocket is part of me. So, yes.
You see, like,
and no.
the skin of her body bulging up in, like, a hand shape. Like...
But yeah, so,
well, welcome back.
let's get back on that cart, shall we? They can't discriminate against me now.
We can't get back on the cart. We have to ask first.
I think they don't like us, and they haven't forgotten that.
If you were to, like, do an aerial view of the column, there's you guys and there's, like, a big circle around you. Like, no one is. Because remember, all of you guys are, like, kind of unusual races. Mostly you're going to find humans and half-elves in Dalman, and you guys are not that. You guys are...
I'm pretty used to the circle around me as a tiefling.
You are very used to the circle.
So I don't really notice. I'm also deep in thought about how immoral my actions the other day were, and how I feel about that.
Bring us into these thoughts.
I just I'm trying to wrestle with the reality that I think I did the right thing, and I don't think that the coward paladin should have killed my friends, or me. But it is wrong to lie. And the rules are there for a reason. I don't know what the reason is, but it exists,
To break
I'm
them.
sure.
No, the rules are there because
But-
Abadar said so.
Thank you. Yeah. And
Abadar
he
said
must have had a
the
reason.
opposite, though.
I'm not gonna respond to that. Again.
So what we haven't done is we haven't done some physical descriptions. So first of all, Temperance, as you're walking very ponderously, not ponderously, that's the wrong word, but pondering through throughout the day. Pensively is a good word.
Arthur Pendragonly.
Pendragonly.
It's getting better all the time.
What does Temperance look like? Why would people give him a wide berth?
Temperance is a tiefling. Temperance is descended from a, I believe, demon whose physical description and type I did not write down. But it's a particularly bestial sort of demon. Temperance has horns. Temperance has scaly skin that is almost black, but it's kind of like obsidian in Minecraft. It's got little purplish tints to it. Black hair, black eyes, fully black, and yeah, he's not very big. Temperance is a little on the shorter side, a little on the skinny side.
Would you say he's Daniel Radcliffe-ish?
He's basically Daniel Radcliffe.
He's
if he
trying
was
to
played
describe
by
a
John
twink
Hamm.
for us. He's a twink.
What sort of horns? What are the
They
horns shaped?
they start here and they curl back.
Oh,
Ooh, like around, like
like handles
not,
is what he's
not
saying.
not like a ram, but like they go back and then they flick out backwards.
Ooh.
And yeah, there's not much else super distinctive. And Temperance tends to wear really, really baggy like cloaks with hoods because Temperance has been brought up in the church to believe that tieflings are always bad, or at least always struggling to not be bad. So it's just easier to not get spotted as a tiefling in the first place. Temperance does wear gloves, so you kind of face on if he's not being super flamboyant about it to realize. And he's got a hood and he's just kind of walking with his head down, thinking about how he can rely on his divine abilities that he hopes to gain as a paladin if he ever makes it as a paladin. if he doesn't really take seriously what his god says.
And Marigold, now we know that you wear pirate clothes and have the pirate's brand, but what do you look like? How do we spot you in a crowd?
I am a short halfling, slightly pointed ears. There might be some elf blood in there. I think I've got like short curly hair. I'm white.
So I'm Daniel Radcliffe, and you're Elijah Wood.
I'm about what do I have my height? I just have 3 foot even written down.
Me too.
If Roy isn't Tobey Maguire,
Are halflings shorter or taller in Pathfinder than in D&D or than in Lord of the Rings?
No, it's about the same height.
I feel like they're taller than gnomes. I don't know.
are you a halfling supremacist?
Yeah, I think they are.
Well, yeah, maybe
Yeah,
I'm short.
gnomes are.
But
I think
maybe not
they're
an
short.
extraordinary gnome.
Not like a Roy gnome.
Not like a redonkulous gnome.
I
No,
am.
like-
I know the donks are actually infamous for being kind of their stature, and they're just nice and fit. That's just the
Thick?
Long
T-
accent.
3 C's, correct? Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
correct?
Beefcake.
I've
Definitely.
got a,
right.
I've
That's
got
why
a
we
s-
got named the donks, right?
I've got a slightly thick halfling bod with like a cool vest over it and like long sleeves and a rapier at my side. Oh no, I'm sorry, a short sword at my side.
I am walking close
And
to
a
you
big
because I like.
golden necklace.
That's right. I'm
And-
walking close to you because I like to be around people
Thick
that are shorter than
necklace,
me.
Yeah.
And also, you're a fellow Abadar person now, so
What does that say?
Aw. Same. We're gonna hang out.
I try to not be around you
I
You're
have-
too
for
attractive.
almost the same reasons.
Roy, our favorite, the chosen son, you might say.
Yeah.
Yeah, some have said.
Wait a second.
What does how? So first of all, how does Roy present himself? He's walking. The people are kind of making a circle around him. You're riding on
Shirley.
Shirley, and Shirley, of course, a beautiful, beautiful beast, but so regal. Keeping up with the best of them, I would say.
Mhm.
Very high.
Eyes are crossed.
She's like over. She's like, here we go. You know. Which I like. Shirley's having a good time. We're all having a good time.
Everyone's having a good time.
Also, she likes to eat trash. Like same. Relatable.
Live fast, eat trash.
Actually, how
Effa
we
can-
bonded. We were eating out of
Yeah.
a can and realized that we had a lot in common. So, story very similar.
Very similar.
We are both, just far superior to. Like, she's far superior to other raccoons. I'm far superior to everyone. It's great.
Yeah. Some have said Shirley, Queen of Raccoons. I've heard that.
Yes.
Well, I've
Though
heard Royce
she turned down her offer of the throne
Wow.
because she wanted to explore the world.
Oh my God.
So.
Not because
She
she
also
was in favor of a representative.
she's also
government.
possibly a huge fucking liar, but either way.
Okay, with kind of like in character introductions out of the way, let's take a quick break.
Products and services, products and services. All right, let's get back to it.
So we pass swiftly through the town of Bearwood, which is rather small. Some of the column kind of falls off.
Effa's looking for the bear.
No.
There is infamously no bear in Bearwood. They actually have a giant statue of a ram because they thought it would be funnier.
Is there a man named Daddy Petrol who dances in
Not-
the local bar?
Not this time. He's actually
Oh.
out for the season. He does like a circuit.
That guy is so fucking unreliable.
And
thought you were
after
talking about
another,
games.
so not to waste a day of Effa having
Yes, please.
perfect human form. There's not too much to do in Bearwood, but what are you trying to do?
I want to buy some gloves.
What do you
Okay. There are definitely some standard clothing shops. Now, what quality of glove are we looking for?
Very poor quality.
Okay, easy, found it.
Thank you.
Was it lying on the side of the road?
It was lying on the side of the road.
One.
Yeah, there was one. You found one glove. It's missing
I only
all
need
fingers and the hand. It actually is only the thumb portion.
So,
Good,
so it's
that's
just
what
like a cloth condom?
Yeah,
The condom.
she can. Oh, I see. You're trying to find. Okay, yeah. So yeah, roll me an even or odd if you just find one good, condition enough glove to hide.
To be opaque.
Odd.
You find, in fact, a fine silken lady's glove.
Ooh.
Just
It's
like
a
someone would
little,
want.
it's a little worse for the wear because it seems like someone at the front of the column dropped it, and then the rest of the column has marched over it. So, it's not seeing its best days, but it's certainly perfect to hide a chopped off hand
I
from a
put Sen's
creamed
hand in it.
corpse.
And
Cream of
then
corpse, name of the podcast.
I pull up my sleeve and I hold Sen's hand on
Oh
my sleeve.
yeah, you just have like a little.
And I go over to Temperance. I'm like,
Take my strong hand.
hey, give me a high
Actually, it's more like
five.
this. Your hand, it's not. Oh, actually, never mind. It is at this point stiffening up, so it is more
Petrified.
like.
That's a corpse hand, and I don't know where that glove has been. And you're
What?
sticky.
No, it's totally my hand.
It's just like a little like with the tips of the fingers.
Aw, thank you.
Oh.
Oh no, it fell off. Oh, see, it was not in my hand. I got you.
You touched the corpse hand.
How's it
Ah,
going?
How did I get here? Did I sin before the other day?
wait, you don't sin on a daily basis?
What?
No, I didn't say anything.
Again, you have the fake hand.
Oh no, I dropped it. Hold on.
I'm just wondering if cleaning pots is preferable to this. It's
Hey.
the pots suck.
All right,
It's a
and
respectable
as
profession.
anyone else trying to do anything in Bearwood? All right, we pass quickly down.
What? No, hold up. One sec. Sorry.
Yeah.
So she said Effa earlier. She meant to say
Yeah, I look for the bear.
Marigold.
Marigold looks for the bear.
She was looking for bear wood.
What?
She was looking for a bear wood.
I was looking for
Yeah.
a bear
Aren't we
in the
all?
wood.
No.
Aren't we all looking for a
Bear.
little bear
It's
wood?
known
Wood.
for being very hard wood.
I don't understand.
It is hard to find that kind of bear wood in smaller towns. You might have better luck in Bottlegover.
What about a
Bottle
petrified
glover.
something?
Bottlegover,
A good
Petrificus
bear-
totalis, if you will.
A good bear is hard to find, but a hard bear is good to find. Petrificus totalis. I hate this place.
Oh, this town
Yeah.
sucks. Let's get to.
Let's talk about Dark Souls again.
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta get.
We
moving.
gotta get out of
go.
here. We have to get out of here.
Marigold spotted no bear dicks and it was like, I need to leave this cursed place.
All right, as we head down
Don't like
another
to lie
day
to.
to Bottlegover, we go back to the forest. It is early morning. We see Pickles has been kind of like strapped up with goods, and the raft is kind of. Do you hitch the raft to Pickles? I'm assuming, and Pickles kind of tows it into town.
And then I ride Pickles.
Very regal.
That's what I do with all my friends. I load them up. I pack animals and ride them.
Listen. It is a mutual codependent relationship. Okay.
I was there. Yeah.
That's why it's code.
Pickles has ridden me from time to time.
Listen,
so, you know.
what happens in the privacy of the lake is
Not
not
have
my
a
business.
codependent relationship that's not mutual. That's part of being codependent.
Well, we don't have time to unpack this.
Relationship?
It's a one-sided codependent relationship.
Roy, what was
Or
your
what you might
relationship
call
like?
That's called
toxic.
parasitism.
I mean, the question.
Anyway, okay, no one else is here. Only Mira is here. This is a beautiful dark wood and a beautiful scene.
This is like when my wife says, "Oh, he loves doing the dishes."
Mira isn't one to talk to herself though, so she's just like fucking putzing around down the river.
Yeah,
Is she like clearly
mother,
headed to? Where's she headed to?
Yeah.
We've
Now-
done this shit like a million times. Pickles
But
knows
it's
the
only if
way.
you
I'm
want
just
to.
relaxing.
As you're heading down the river from the bank, you hear Mother call, and don't forget, on the conversions, it's harder to get back in the woods than leave it. And you're like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
That's foreboding. Since this is Pathfinder and nothing can be fun in Pathfinder, how many ride checks does she have to make?
Oh yeah, you have to make. Yeah, roll me a ride check, if you will, please. Thanks for reminding me.
Hey, I just remember when I wanted to ride my giant vulture, it was a thing.
Yeah.
But I have a companion saddle, and I actually don't need to make ride checks with mine because of the companion relationship that Undines have with their friends.
I don't know if that's true, but I'm willing to believe it.
It is.
It's very true. Type. That's very cool. Yeah. So no ride checks actually required. Temperance.
Temperance has this tingly feeling in his head, like maybe a rule is being broken somewhere.
What is it, bud?
Aww.
You gotta go upstairs. You wanna come over here for a second?
Luckily, Mira doesn't abide by the rules of your god, so
That also doesn't
You
check.
guys-
I
he
don't understand.
continues forward.
Childer check.
He's the god of the whole world, whether you believe in him or not.
Oh,
She had
he
to come
sure
and tell me she got a scratch.
Oh, hey.
Aww.
I'm sorry you got a scratch, Sadie.
Mommy.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so as you're going down the river, roll me a perception check, if you will.
just like say no.
Say no.
I won't.
I tried it once, and
You're
then
riding down the river.
So
I see nothing.
I don't want to see
Or
anything.
I'm not getting in trouble.
I am asleep.
hold on. Also, I mentioned that I am representing the newbie class, so I'm still looking for things like where my perception is.
You have kind of a weird sheet, so it
Yep.
should just be in your skills.
And you're a druid, so it's probably pretty high.
You would think.
I forgot my stats are fucking garbage.
Yeah, I'm the only one.
picked the most nerfed possible class.
Nerf herder.
I swear to God, and I can show. Oh God!
Scruffy looking.
I swear to God, I'm not cheating, but I rolled a 20.
That's okay.
No.
We
No,
believe
Perfect.
I don't believe it. Throw her out.
But
I will roll again. I will roll again because I feel like
no.
What?
It's very no. You are right. It's a 20. It's very funny.
We wouldn't
The
let him
first-
work.
Your first roll being a 20, I think, is either good luck or bad luck. It's really a toss up.
The only 20 you're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that that's true.
So
I don't know how numbers work.
Roy's gonna make it
Yeah.
true.
do I just?
Yes.
Oh God.
So
I'm
actually, you know this river. You've gone down and up it hundreds of times. You're very used to what the woods look like, what the river looks like. You're kind of noticing something. The woods are darker and kind of getting like thicker. Like the undergrowth is almost thickening as you're looking at it. Like in spots where you normally be able to see pretty well into the woods, you're only able to like see like a few feet past the riverbank.
But you do remember that you have promises to keep and miles to go before you sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna squeeze Pickles with my thighs and he recognizes that to just like speed up.
As you're going down the river, you're also noticing that like the river itself is getting a little thicker. Like the seaweed, the plants in the river that would normally just be like delicious snacks for pickles are turning into
Oh no.
it's getting a little harder for pickles to like get through it as easily as they would open water. So there is that. You're able to make it all the way down to our town, which I will share here in a moment, as everyone kind of is arriving to town on the morning of.
You gotta get the town map from Gary's sister before you leave.
That's exactly where my brain went.
I know it is.
Is this a mascot?
No, he told her not to give you one.
Oh, that's one.
Technically, it's Blue's sister. If we're
Oh my god.
What?
What's going on?
Pokemon.
That is. Ugh.
Zach, are you going to be the curmudgeonly I hate Pokemon member of the cast?
Pokemon.
I did not know that you were talking about Pokemon until you said that.
I love how like snobby I am when people call it Pokemon. I'm like, actually, it's Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Love
Listen, I don't know much.
that you're like that.
Pokemon. My children are getting into Pokemon. I was not allowed to get into Pokemon. Okay, my mother was too religious.
The devil's lettuce.
I had
See
to
those
hold
horns
a
on
flashlight,
Pikachu?
You have my
hold a flashlight under the blanket.
Mom fuel.
Pancake is the way she is because of Pokemon.
Mom.
It's the way
It's gonna
she
be
is.
impossible to get a good seat at a restaurant in this town with all these fucking refugees.
Yes. So here's the so you guys are showing up. So
Marigold's
as-
a bougie.
as Mira is kind of floating into town gently through the river gate into the
Dodgily.
As you kind of get out of the wood and into the plains before you hit the town, the river clears up. It's kind of like normal, and then as you're even looking behind you, you're watching the woods almost seem to close up. Anyway, you continue on down to the river.
Anyway.
So the thing anyway, anywho. So as you are floating in through the sea gate or the river gate, we have the rest of our friends coming in through the main gate, that northern gate. As just and as you are at the rear of the column, all around the wall is already like a burgeoning like refugee encampment, and it's not just from Stringerow. People from Bearwood, people from the surrounding countryside. You just are hearing everyone is talking about dragon attacks. So it wasn't just Stringerow. It seems like more of them happened up the coast.
Is this all the buildings we see outside the front gate on the map?
So this is what the town would look like under normal conditions.
Okay, but there's a big camp outside.
Yeah, so basically about is filling up the area in between the city and the woods is like just refugees.
We're never gonna find a fucking pirate in this port.
So you are kind of like trying to make your way into the city. So let's see, how do I want to do this? There's a couple ways you can kind of get in. So the city guard are pretty overwhelmed, like letting people in. So the line is starting to get long. You guys can try and someone can roll a reflex save for the group to try and basically like swiggle your way up, or someone can roll a strength check if you're trying to like muscle your way forward in the crowd.
Can I roll my will check?
Yes, it is a new day, so I need a will save and a constitution save.
Nataliy already rolled a 20 on her constitution save.
Yee.
Oh,
I
yeah?
rolled it early, so it doesn't count.
Oh.
16, 17.
Yeah, you are free to live your own life. You do not have spells today. You do not have any extra spells.
Oh yeah, by the way, at the end of the night last night I like made a stone into like a Abadar symbol or something. I don't know.
A
very
fucking pipe.
Oh, a stone pipe.
Hey,
I don't know,
Marigold.
that's
You're in Abadar, right? I'm just struggling with a few questions. Do you want to chat about it? Do you mind?
Oh no, I'm ooh. I mean, listen, I'm at Abadar, but like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm having second thoughts about these feelings today, you know?
Aim. Mm.
Marigold, you've been kind of off lately.
I feel like I've been touched by Abadar's presence and I'm inclined to do more good. But I
You're
think
just gonna set off Roy. Can we be careful with the phrasing?
Wait, what did I say?
And then I turn into a pile of goop.
You've been touched by Abadar's presence, huh?
We've
What
all
did you
been
roll?
there.
2.
A 2. Well, first, so you get an hour. So you're in line, and you feel it coming. Okay, the quivering.
Oh god, I
Would
can feel it
Temperance
in my
know?
intestines. Oh no. Oh,
So
it's
you
coming.
know you need to get in the city
Okay.
quick. So how are we getting in the city?
Is there a sewer?
There is a river gate.
Can I squeeze through it?
Actually, you know what? Even or odd for a sewer.
Even.
There is a sewer, and you notice there's a kind of it looks like a crew. They're working on like an exterior grate to the city. They're kind of like shoring it up, but they've left it open and they've gone to lunch. It's insane.
Oh shit, I didn't even need to goop through.
Yeah, I'm feeling the fucking sewer too.
Oh god.
The sewer.
I've got this feeling in my gut, and it's just real bad. I need to go to the sewer. Do you all want to join me? You know,
I
just
just
like a
would like not
We're
to
supposed to find a
have them know I'm
clerk.
in the city.
yeah, but like, I feel like we're kind of at a bar right now. Like,
We could
just
split up.
all
We
go
could
to
split
the
up.
sewer at the same
You
time.
guys go in legit, and we go in sewer.
Should I maybe take the hand? It might be a little more understandable if someone with a church has a hand for reincarnation.
Give him a hand.
And
I-
if you show up
Oh.
smelling like the sewer, the cleric might not want to talk to you.
Well, that would be rude, but also okay.
I'll buy
Look,
us a shower.
I will give you the
They're
hand
pretty
if
strict
you
about
promise me
stuff.
one thing.
I want to know what the promise is first.
You have to do at least one prank with it, even if it's like tiny.
Aww.
And because you're promising that, it's still lawful.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I'm not gonna think about it too hard because I have bigger things that I need to think through.
Okay.
right.
Yeah, I could do that. Give me the hand.
Here you go.
I'm gonna take the hand and I'm gonna spit on the finger and I'm gonna wiggle it in Roy's ear.
Sen?
Not again.
Not again. Oh my god.
It was Effa.
If Roy doesn't move to
Effa's
this whole
like 50
party,
feet away.
what is he even doing?
Do what I gotta do.
I'm holding my stomach as I go into the sewer.
Okay. Roll me a stealth to get down in.
Ooh, I'll do that too.
Can you change
Yeah,
your shape
well,
to look like
have
pregnant as you're
whoever's
like,
best
into
at
the
stealth.
sewer?
I'll do the stealth roll then.
Okay.
Yeah, I have +2.
Marigold will do the stealth roll.
I'm gonna try and stay in line.
I got a 2, so that's a 10.
Okay. Let's see if anyone's paying attention. It's pretty busy. There's a lot of stuff going on. No one notices.
Wow.
The very limited town guard are overwhelmed entirely by the sheer weight of humanity present at the city gate right
Humanity is so heavy.
now.
How did we get here?
We need to work out more.
And so you guys are able to slink on down into the sewer.
Linkity
So-
go.
It's spring. This town has like fairly small. It's fairly small, so it's fairly small sewer, but it is seems new. Seems like it's been built pretty new, so it's not too dirty, and it's pretty wide and open. So you hear a lot of noise. Like it sounds like market noise coming from in the general towards the water direction. So are you guys heading there, or are you trying to find like a porthole up into the city or a manhole?
I love manholes.
Same. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
just whatever seems appropriate and easy. Like, if the manhole, we're gonna like. I mean, it's still daytime.
Show me the first ladder and let me climb up it.
Okay. Okay.
All right, even or odd?
Even.
Okay, so you find the first ladder available to you, and straight down the sewer you see light, and it seems like so you can climb up, or straight down you see kind of like an opening into what looks like the port, kind of like where this would empty out into the sea. It opens up into a big area, and there's kind of a market.
Ooh.
I think the lighted way is gonna be less obvious.
Yeah, but manhole.
We'll get you another manhole later. Okay.
You promise?
I promise.
Daddy Petrol.
All right, let's go to the light.
All right, let's go.
All right, as you go in, you see that this is kind of like, well, maybe they're selling things here that you wouldn't sell up above. It's like a standard market, but there are some items here that seem questionable,
Yes.
but that you wouldn't question. And kind of like floating in the water next to not really a dock here, but kind of like where this would spill out into the sea, where a bunch of stands are set up. You see something that catches your eye immediately. It looks like a Loch Ness monster.
What?
And
I
and
got
you
your
hear
Java fern juice. I got your moss balls.
You want to buy some death sticks?
You need some algae strips? I got you. Some scaled armor? Hit me up.
Nice.
What?
Hey,
What?
I'm
I'm-
seeing something goopy over there, and I'm like, I want to go over.
I'm gonna go over there
Goopy?
and
I see lots of slime.
I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna be like, hey, can I get tobacco here? Or pipeweed or whatever.
So I've got some seaweed. I don't know if you've ever tried that.
Is it legal?
I'm trying to buy weed. I have seaweed.
I mean, have
It
you
may not
tried
be what
it?
you used to, but I recommend it.
Reef madness.
Reef madness. Oh
That's
god,
good
that's what they
shit.
call you. Yeah, absolutely.
That's the episode title.
Wait, or is it a show name? Reef madness.
No, it's not a show name.
It's a reef. It says
Reefer.
now.
Already
only because
established
you-
Mommy Fuel is the show name.
Mom
Look,
Fuel is
we
the
need
show name.
we need a show name, we need episode names, and we need a season name.
This is the
so many names.
this is the Abadar arc.
Abadar.
We're gonna fight Abadar. At the end
Abadark.
of it.
We're
Oh,
gonna
wait, what's
fight
it in Dragon
Abadar
Ball
at
Z
the end, huh?
Saga?
I'm gonna have to wrestle with that one a little bit.
We're gonna fight and kill God.
I have some questions about my morality. Anyway, I'll go fight Abadar now.
Anyway, so yeah, you guys might have some questions to ask because there's a lot of like streamers around everywhere. There's a lot of like banners. It seems like something is happening in town, some kind of a celebration.
But this is like a black market area.
Yeah, they're still selling stuff down here to celebrate. They're still selling like kind of like party favors, but they're selling seaweed as well for party favors.
It's normal.
What's happening here, fish lady? I'm sorry, that's offensive.
Wow.
Wow. Okay,
Marigold.
fine. I
That's
as many
fine.
people as I've encountered, I haven't dealt with that yet.
I'm
so
so
thank
sorry.
you.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'm
This is
I'm
why I
doing
don't
a
live
bit
my
from
life,
another
it's-
D&D
it's fine.
game.
Yeah.
Marigold is person of gills.
Person of guild.
Person of kills.
I don't kill.
Pog for short, and you can call her Pog Champ if you think she's good.
Don't worry, we're cutting all this.
You see one
What
little
the fuck,
thin
cutting my
hand, and
gold?
all of a sudden you make assumptions. It's fine.
Oh, from the top.
Hello?
Secondhand embarrassment.
Hey,
What's going on here?
I'm just here to to make some money, to sell some things. This isn't a place that I am very familiar with myself. I live in the deep woods. I don't know what's going on.
You do know what's going on. In fact, you know that this is the
don't.
festival of the 3 moon convergence. So the moons converge, every year. The 3 moons do not converge when full every 1,000 years. This is this would be a big to-do. And in fact, a lot of the town is very upset because what would normally be kind of a huge festival is entirely swamped by people fleeing a dragon attack.
God.
Their emergencies are ruining my party.
Yeah, exactly.
I convey all of that as if I'm an authority.
So
yeah.
Do you know this Mira? She has a similar name to you.
no, that's offensive, right?
No, it's not. How is that offensive?
She's trying to be like, oh, I'm offended as well. Someone called me short, I heard it.
We're all racist, I guess.
So
Is Roy and Shirley present?
Yeah.
Or are Roy and Shirley? Okay.
are they?
I'm gonna walk away from Marigold, stumbling over her words,
I'm walking
and
I'm walking
go
away.
introduce myself to Roy.
Wait, I don't think they're here, are they?
Did Roy go down the sewers?
Oh, I didn't go down the sewer.
Oh, you
I
didn't,
think-
Roy?
I think-
Oh, where's Roy?
I'm gonna try to sneak through the crowd, and Roy's gonna muscle.
Oh,
if I
okay. So
fail.
only
I
you
think
two went.
was
I'm
the
sorry, I was
outspoken.
confused. Only you two went into the sewer. Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll stop. We'll pause that interaction.
Yeah.
Somehow my
So-
ears are burning.
Back up in town. So we
Always burning.
we go back to Roy and Temperance. Roy and Temperance, you find yourselves at the city gate after a long wait in line, unless you wanted to roll something to try and get to the front of the line.
Yeah, I was willing to go for that reflex.
Would you instead like to show your demonic self, like take off your robe and try and make some kind of a scare folk to get out of your way?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. I would like to do some sort of maybe intimidate.
Yeah,
As,
intimidate
like,
folk.
Excuse me, everyone. I'm here with the church. I have important business.
Your big, as you show off your big curly horns.
Yeah, I'm
Yep, roll
gonna
out.
pull back the hood and hey, excuse me. I have important business with the Church of Abadar. And that is that is a 28.
They're in a place where there is so much noise that it is cacophonous. It becomes quiet as you move aside. They're quiet and step aside and make a channel for you straight up to the gate.
Yeah,
I have
put him
little.
up. Put him up. That's what I do. Fine.
This gnome is with me.
Mm.
Hail, where are
Wait,
your
I wanna
papers?
I just want to clarify, everybody. I'm not with him. I'm just here.
Are you
with-
winking to the crowd as you say that? I'm not with him, but
I'm just saying. There's room on this raccoon for 2.
Roy,
Really tiny people. All right.
Yeah, Roy, roll a charisma check, please. Just roll a die and then add your charisma to it.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Rolled 15 plus 1.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of positive feedback from the crowd. Swooning men,
Can I-
women, and bees.
can I put my arm around Roy with my cloak in my arm and sort of like hustle Roy along?
You cannot because he is on a raccoon and you are not.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Roy is just riding arms out. Love me.
I hold out the 2 writs of passage that I have, but I don't let go of them. I don't want him to take them from me.
Right. He's looking at. He's like, oh,
These are from the cleric in Spring Row.
Hail, Inquisitor. Of course, into the city.
Thank you.
They are also a little intimidated by you, especially as you are an Inquisitor.
all checks out.
And yeah, I'm gonna walk in, and I guess I probably don't end up in the same place as the sewers. But my first thing that I'm gonna try to do is find our friends.
All right. Yeah.
But if it doesn't seem obvious that they're gonna be around, then I'm probably gonna go instead for the church if I can't see them soon, or like the big gathering.
Yeah, you wouldn't exactly see them. They're kind of like, so how the town is, if you're looking at the map, you kind of see that like courtyard area, that kind of like big open gray area.
Mhm.
Set below that, that's kind of like 10 to 15 feet above the water line.
Right.
And so like below that, at the water line, is that kind of like market.
Like an underdog kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you wouldn't see them unless you were searching for them. But you immediately see the church, which is that kind of like large conglomeration of buildings inside the keep wall to your right as you enter the city.
Roy, we talked about the sewer stink making it hard for them to probably go to the church and get a good reception. Do you think we should just try to clear up at least this business with Sen's hand? But just like right now, my only thing I want to point out is if you talk about intimate relations with Abadar, it's going to get us possibly executed. As an inquisitor, especially, I really can't be seen putting up with that. So maybe we just talk less.
So you would know that it is not a temple of Abadar in this town. It is a temple of Gozra.
Oh, Gozra!
No. I think Gozra's probably okay with that reputation. Actually, Gozra's pretty freeform.
Okay. Are you judge me? Fine.
Gozra, like
it's almost like in a past life I worshipped Gozra as a monkey. But,
yeah. So
yeah, let's do it. Let's go. I will keep it on the zip.
I mean, they probably don't mind if you talk smack about Abadar, but even still, because I'm an inquisitor of Abadar, it's going to make me look like a fraud, which I'm not, obviously.
You know me.
I know that I'm not a fraud.
Mouth shut. I'm good at it.
Is that a gnome joke? You say you know me?
You know me.
You don't know anything.
Marigold is desperate for someone to be racist.
I'm sorry, I'm an old school D&D player. I'm obsessed with race.
Marigold clearly comes from a well-privileged background.
But if you think it might be better for us to,
it's been hard.
Maybe you go and find some substances for your raccoon.
Let's go to the church.
I just go. Okay, let's go to the church. Let's go to the church of
Gozra.
Church.
I love churches.
I feel at home there. Not really.
I feel.
It's probably because I'm a tiefling and not because of the way I'm treated.
All right, so something happens to you as you are kind of like bullying your way into the city, though. You see that there is a group of all of the people that all the religious folk that left the church of Abadar in Stringero, and they are all kind of in a group heading toward the Temple of Gozra.
Put the hood back up.
Yep. And so you kind of hear, roll me a perception.
Both of us?
You can roll, yeah, both of you.
Ooh, it's getting better.
I perceive 17.
27.
Oh, -1. 16.
Perfect. So you notice that the paladin that you had words with in the town and said that he was going to go join the column is not there. And in fact, they are talking about how they haven't seen him since Stringero.
I think that helps me feel better about the morality of what I did.
And with 27, you see in the crowd someone wearing a black cloak, but they have platinum blonde hair and a long braid right before they put a hood up and vanish into the crowd.
That was the description of 11, right?
That was the description of 11.
Roy, I think, isn't that the person that murdered the jailkeeper and then left us to burn to death in the jail?
You know that gnomes predominantly like to live underground. Our vision is not great.
It's so bright in the above world.
Everything's so shiny.
Would you like to bond over the fact that we probably both see in the dark?
Aww. I'm not a very good gnome either, though.
What?
Not very good at seeing things.
Well, nobody's good. Everyone is depraved. And only by Abadar can
no.
you really find salvation. So, if you ever want to talk about it,
Abadar says.
And as we leave these two
okay.
You'll
crazy
never
kids,
find salvation with anyone else, Roy.
Just don't.
Wow, Abadar.
Temperance-
Toxic?
Temperance-
Abadar canceled.
Temperance has a sneaking suspicion that Gozra is a better lover than Abadar, and doesn't want that to influence Roy's potential choice of religion.
We go back down to the docks. We interrupt a still rather awkward
Just a really
meeting.
The cogs are turning.
So, I asked Mira, have you seen any pirate ships around here?
Yeah, Mira,
Seen ships.
roll a knowledge local for me. You won't have it trained, but I kind of house rule that you would know your own town.
19.
What was that?
19.
19. Perfect. There are some ships in the harbor that one could classify as up to less than good.
I'm not one to judge what is considered
would-
good or not, though. So
Yeah.
I might recognize some flags on those ships. Why do you ask?
Well, I just gotta I gotta go to the church, and then I
Oh.
gotta get out of here. You know, this place is really bumming me out.
Hey, what's going on there?
It's a
What's on your neck?
fucking- It's a Abadar choker. It like
someone-
it makes me be good, like
I barely know
follow
her.
the law, and I just wake up every day after that feeling such shame. You know, like what did I do? Oh, did I
That is
hold
how-
that child
bad.
earlier?
Yeah.
Nobody should be controlled in that way.
Yeah.
No, that's how you know you're in the right path.
You're not here,
When you feel
Temperance.
Tell me
Go
more.
away.
overwhelming shame.
Tell me who controls you. I will slaughter them as they stand. No creature deserves to be
I mean,
enslaved.
do you wanna come join whatever adventures unfold?
Wait, are we on an adventure?
Well, I'm planning to be soon.
As you say, are we
Where
on
are
an
you
adventure?
coming
You
from?
turn into goop.
I am enthralled. As many creatures I have seen in my trade, I have never seen someone dissolve into goop. I'm gonna reach out. I want to touch the goop.
That's
Okay, I put my
Effa.
finger in my mouth.
Oh, God.
What do I taste?
What do you taste like, Effa?
Do you pass it through your gills and breathe through Effa?
Ooh. I'm slightly acidic.
I don't have gills! You specious
Um,
motherfucker!
I'm gonna say I taste like wine.
This is me, Jacob, talking, because Temperance is there. He's a racist in real life.
Jacob is a racist. Okay, Temperance isn't.
Temperance is not. Temperance is a sweet baby boy.
Hold on, I need to know how Effa tastes.
Lime. I taste like a lime.
Ooh.
I like
It's a little sour.
I get like
Can I get
a
a
little
little Effa?
shiver and I like it. It's refreshing.
I've never tasted Effa before.
Do we take turns tasting Effa? This
I don't
podcast
know. I
is
don't know.
taking
I don't know.
a real
feels
turn
like-
upwards.
You see a bunch
I
of
mean,
dimples appear.
If they consent, I recommend. That was nice. I haven't encountered anything like that from my woods. You
Sounds
said
like
you
you've
said
lived
there's an adventure.
Yeah, I mean, sailing the high seas. You seem like you're handy in the sea. You know, living a free life away from the theocracy and the navies of the world.
never thought of actually joining anyone, but I've always wanted to travel. I've seen so many people from so many places and always wanted to dip my toes in new waters.
Also, apparently there's some shit going on with like government intrigue.
Fuck
And
the
I've
government.
made some comrades that also might turn into a thing, but we'll see. We'll see.
Hold on. I gotta talk to Pickles. I like turn and like Pickles and I have a conversation in a language that nobody's ever heard before. Just like grunting and purring and growling and yeah, we're in.
All right.
This is a sex podcast, isn't it? You guys lied to me.
You've tricked me into a sex podcast again.
I tasted Effa, then I grunted and purred. And...
It's both furry and scaly.
And then I said, we're in.
We're in. Both at once. That's too much.
First stop, the church, though. If you all want to come with, I know you have to pack up. While Mira's packing up, I'm gonna look around for some crime to do because I need, just like
You
not
have to
necessar-
get it in.
Yeah.
You're
like-
fiending.
Mira doesn't give a shit about the stuff that she brought. She like picks out a couple things that seem like they might be useful and then just like fucking dumps the rest.
I was gonna say you sold it and made some money, but okay, you dump it into the
No,
harbor. That
fuck
works
it.
for me as
Yeah.
well.
Not into the river, onto the coastline where people will find.
Okay.
Until the day when the sea shall give up her weed.
Yeah, I'm gonna try smoking some of that seaweed.
We should bring some of that seaweed for Shirley.
Well, I said I picked out a few things. I mean,
Says a ghost
we know
voice.
what I brought.
Just,
It was.
I hope you
it
all
was
can
the seaweed.
hear Shirley's voice echoing in your mind. It's like that. Which in raccoon means, I want to be high, bruh.
Which in raccoon means I'm impersonating a dolphin.
That was a mixture of a guinea pig and imagine a raccoon would do if it wasn't really scared of one. They're like,
Your contraband is floating in the harbor next to a stoned raccoon, also floating in the harbor.
back.
Living the high life on the high seas. So Mira, you know a couple of ships in the harbor: the Nimrime, the Jeffrey, and the Dolphin. Those all
Santa
The
Maria.
Jeffrey, obviously.
the Jeffrey. You're telling me a pirate ship is named the Jeffrey? Impossible. Don't search it.
If we don't sail on the Jeffrey, Jacob, the person, will be very angry.
Sorry, the Nimrod, the Jeffrey, and the
Dolphin?
But Temperance the Square wants the Nimrod. What was the other one? The Dolphin.
There's the Nimrime, the Jeffrey, and the Dolphin.
And they sailed in 1492.
They all
Thank
sailed
you.
in 1492.
Remember?
What year is it?
Good question. The year
1493.
is.
1492. We just said it.
We did just say it if you were paying attention.
Ah,
Alternate
Marigold.
history, the discovery of the
The year is 237 of the modern era.
Ooh.
I was close.
I'm not going to write that
237
down,
CE.
and I refuse to know it.
I
Even
was
though
I don't know what year it
Temperance
is. Neither do I.
We need a wiki.
Who's the president?
I don't have the knowledge.
Oh, that's true.
I love Michael.
We'll get our
Bean so
fans to
much.
make the wiki.
Yeah.
What year? Anyway, so it
I
is.
can't wait.
Yeah, as the day moves on, the crowd does seem to get thicker in the city. Some people are still trying to party and have a good time. A lot of it is kind of a wild atmosphere right now, as this once in a millennia evening is approaching. So, do you guys tell Mira like what you tell her about the choker? What else do you tell her about you're trying to do in the city right now, or do you not tell her and you just try and meet up with everyone else?
We're just trying to, we're also trying to get someone.
Purified.
Wow, that was a good speech bubble, Effa. You're learning.
Oh.
Blur blur blurred.
Hey, what?
We're trying to get someone alive who's dead.
Oh, you could. Do you want to just take him to my teacher?
What?
She can do that.
Wait,
Yeah.
can she get this off?
I mean, no, but if you need to bring someone, it takes a minute. But do you have something connected to them, like, something that meant something to them?
We've got their hand, though we don't have it.
Yeah, that'll work.
But that means I still need to go to the church to get this shit off.
Yeah. Yeah.
We really fucked up by splitting up the way we did, huh?
Yeah. Splitting the party is always a good idea, and I'm always for it. Anyway, speaking of splitting up the party, you guys find yourselves, my above ground crew, find yourselves in a town where you suddenly realize you're not quite as safe as you would hope.
Dude, I feel so safe right now.
I feel very safe. You're actually surrounded by cheering throngs. Roy, Roy, Roy.
That's all I hear. That's not what anyone's saying.
Yeah, that's it.
Finger guns at everybody. They're like,
all right, so you saw your religious gang head off to the temple of Gozra. Where are you trying to go?
These are people that would know me, would like recognize me.
They're everyone that you grow up with from the temple.
Roy, you know how we had to steal these passes to get here? No, it's just that if they see me, then all of this is up. Everyone will know that I'm not supposed to be here. So
we need to sneak.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's just a good idea for me to be around there at all.
They're quite small.
That's true.
I do have a raccoon.
I don't know. I don't want to give up at the first sign of trouble, but do you think we should find the other guys?
Like you usually give up at the first sign of trouble.
Well, there was the centipedes, but otherwise. Roy, you sat in a chair that was a mimic.
And I blacked out for most of what happened after that.
And then immediately blacked out, yeah.
Well, if you're wondering where the scars on your ass came from, they weren't Gozra.
In fact,
They might have been
waking up and we were headed to this town, so who knows?
Scars on Roy's ass from a mimic, scars on Roy's back from Avatar. We all know this.
Those nails, though.
I don't know.
I don't know, Roy.
I feel like if we just run off with his hand and everybody's counting on us to get sent back, and then they never hear from us again, that seems bad. Maybe we should just check in with everyone and find out.
Give it her hand.
I mean, we gotta find Marigold anyway because she needs to.
What if we took the hand and just threw it into the crowd?
I think that would be a bad idea. I think that would make us bad friends to Sen. If we were going to do that, we may as well have buried the hand, maybe. I think Sen did say that she wanted her hand to be fed to local wildlife and sustain the ecosystem.
So, think of how funny it would be for whoever that hand hit in the crowd.
Yeah, the therapy pills would be pretty expensive, though.
What?
I just don't think that throwing dismembered body parts into unsuspecting crowds is a great idea.
All right. I get it. We should go find the rest of the. All right. We won't throw the hand.
Thanks for the consult, though, Roy. We really.
Pocket idea, though. Keep that. Keep it safe. Keep it secret.
Yeah. Where do you guys go
that was
to
a
look for
productive
them?
brain sesh.
Where do we go?
Well, they went in the sewers.
Oh,
right?
you know what we should do? We should see if we can track down a shiny ponytail. Shiny ponytail.
That
lady.
feels like another thing that we should do when we have all of our backup and
Oh
friends.
my god!
Because
You with other people. What we're gonna do?
well,
I'll stop suggesting things.
This is why Roy and I are best friends.
Temperance is just getting roasted, and it's
how recently have we seen 11?
You
Is this
just
like
saw
she's-
her.
Minutes ago.
Just saw her
Okay.
vanish into the crowd. Just saw her
Okay.
vanish into the crowd.
If we saw the direction she's going, maybe we should maybe try to keep an eye on her.
Okay.
She's a tough. I mean, I don't know why she's here, but it also seems like the last place we saw her got immediately attacked by a dragon that she knew about. So
Yeah, roll
it
me,
might be nice to keep tabs.
Let's see. Roll me a stealth.
On second thought.
Whoop,
Oh
whoop.
yeah, for all the people who are like, how the fuck did you get 27 and 28? Wait for the stealth roll. That is a 16,
Ooh, I rolled
including my -3.
Ooh.
A 2. Very good.
Roy's
Well,
not
in your
known for
defense,
himself.
you are currently finger gunning people and riding on top of a raccoon, so that roll makes a
Is
lot of
Roy
sense.
is Roy crowd surfing?
Roy is attempting to crowd surf. Roll me a crowd surf check.
But the raccoon is scrabbling and like clawing at him.
Crowd surf check 17.
Roy imagines he is crowd surfing perfectly.
I'm really just laying on my back on the raccoon.
Oh, so comfortable. All right, roll me a perception, both of you.
Right.
God damn it.
13.
Temperance melts into the shadows, looks over. Roy is on his back on a squealing raccoon. Oh, I got a nat 1.
Very good. No one has
Oh,
seen
no!
you, and you guys are perfectly hidden.
How much raccoon dander gets in my eyes?
Oh,
Let's see what actually happens.
Good for your skin.
You
All right.
roll a 1 on perception. I know exactly what happens. You are walking along, and you find a manhole, and then you disappear down that manhole. Roll me, or so someone attempts to disappear you down that manhole.
Man.
So hold on, I need to pull something up.
Wait, he's getting kidnapped?
he's getting disappeared.
Don't roll a fucking 1 in Zach's game, Jesus.
Listen, if 20s are going to be immediate successes, 1s are going to be bad.
So
Yeah.
I get stealthy.
Yeah.
I'm like getting down in the crowd and like I'm like, all right, now where is that motherfucker? Well, I don't curse obviously. Where is that person of interest? And then
No, you don't get grabbed. You just fall down and open a manhole.
and then I just fucking would open.
You just fall into an open manhole. So roll me
Did Roy
1.
notice?
No, it's not far enough to hurt you. It's just like 6 or 7 feet. It's not very far.
Ew.
So you just kind of.
Like,
But I do splash into the effluence and it gets in my mouth and nose.
I mean, that is canon now. That's what happened. Sure.
It's face
How,
first.
where do you think
Oh.
I got my name?
That's right. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Well, I think you might have done this to yourself. So even or odd.
Odd.
Okay, thank God. You keep your paper out of the sewage.
Oh.
Oh,
But
no.
how many diseases do I get?
None so far. We'll see.
Yes.
All right, and then I'll need another perception from Roy.
Notice that I disappeared.
Yeah, it just got really quiet all of a sudden. What the fuck?
I did roll pretty good on my stealth.
ooh, that's a good roll. 17.
All right, you see Temperance disappear down a manhole.
Was that?
All right,
Was that our plan?
and
I went
someone
down
else,
that manhole quicker than you went down.
and
manhole.
gang in the sewers. If you would like to also roll a perception.
See if you notice him falling.
I
hear a
did
distant
not.
splat.
I did not notice.
18.
You hear a couple halls down. You hear the distinct sound of Temperance going, "Ach!" and then falling. It seems like someone fell into the sewers, and it sounds like it was Temperance. He has a very distinct whine.
Oh, I
It's-
think that's
it's-
the guy with the hand.
Was the handle wet? Gross.
I'm like, fuck. I mean, sorry.
And that's a wrap on episode 1. Thanks for joining us. That Temperance sure is in a pickle, isn't he? Check out the next episode to find out whether he dies of dysentery. We stand with united Paizo workers and workers fighting for rights everywhere. If you'd like to help them, check the description for links. Thank you.